शलाकया सुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश नमः। ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our today's class on cosmology. So last week from first chapter of the fifth canto we saw that Priyavrat Maharaj, with the intention of making the night into day, expanded himself as second sun. There is already sun is there. He himself expanded as second sun and traveling with the same speed as that of sun at 7 different locations. He had created 7 concentric oceans by which the one Bhumandala has been divided into 7 Dvipas. So of the 7 Dvipas, of course there were names were mentioned. What were the names of the 7 oceans and 7 Dvipas? Of the 7 Dvipas, 16th chapter onwards, there is a discussion about Jambhudvipa. So the Jambhudvipa is the innermost island of the entire Bhumandala. So this is what mentioned in the first 2 verses. Yo va ayam Dvipa Kuvalaya Kamala Koshabhyantara Kosho Niyuta Yojana Vishala Samavartulo Yata Pushkara Patram. Okay. The Bhumandala looks like a lotus flower. Bhumandala consisting of 7 Dvipas and 7 oceans. They all look like the circles made by the petals, the different rounds of petals. And among them, the orl of the lotus, the central portion of the lotus is like the Jambhudvipa, whose width is 1000 yojanas. The Jambhudvipa or the entire Bhumandala looks like a circular lotus leaf. Samavartulo Pushkala Patram. The entire thing is like the lotus leaf only. But as you see from the top, it appears to be like a lotus flower consisting of many petals arranged in circular rounds. So like this. Different one round is equivalent to one Dvipa and island. But this is not a lotus. The lotus is in the top. That was Satyaloka, etc. They are like lotus. This is actually a leaf. But as you see from the top, it appears to be like a different rounds of lotus petals put together. So this we will understand more clearly when we come to 20th chapter. In 20th chapter, it discuss about the different divisions of the Bhumandala. So there, every Dvipa has different varshas. And all the varshas will actually appear to be like the lotus petals, which are arranged in a circular fashion. Then it makes sense. So till then, keep this in mind. So this was the original Bhumandala with different divisions. The first island, that means seventh ocean, seventh island, sixth ocean, sixth island, fifth ocean, fifth island, like that. All those things we have seen last week. And today we will discuss about Jambhudvipa, which is the innermost island.
So Priyavrata actually made these divisions to divide it among the sons. So like Jambhudvipa is the smallest one, so which means it was not an equal division.
Hmm.
It was not distributed equally.
Okay. A person has property in South Mumbai, has property in Virar, has property in the forest in between Pune and Bombay, where there is no road facility. 3 properties are there. Here the property is only about how much, Proji? Some 200 square yards. In Virar, he had the property of 500 square yards. But in the forest, he had 2 acres of land. So he gave it to 3 children. Is it proper division or improper?
Value-wise,
same way. Which is at the center, Jambhudvipa value is more. Since it is in the center of the entire area, it is the capital city is there. So since it's Maharashtra capital is here, so here the value is more. In the forest, it is valueless. So there is no point in seeing in terms of area. You have to see the value. Sorry?
But it means that so she was not staying in this local. She must be staying somewhere else then.
No, whether she stays here also, it is not the general custom that daughter will not get the division, property division. Daughter is not entitled to get the property.
later it became the Kali
And nowadays it became real, but even now also they don't.
But then was she staying in the same local or she was staying some other local?
She's staying with, you will understand. I will not reveal now. She is staying with her husband. Her husband is Shukracharya.
Yeah, Shukracharya must not be staying at this local.
I'm not staying. He is staying somewhere.
Okay,
But at the time of marriage, she must have got a lot of gifts. So in one sense, when the girl goes to in-laws home, she takes so much dowry. That is as good as some part of the property. So it is like, see, the Vedic culture is like a mutual dependent culture. The parents take care of the children, either boys or girls. Okay. The parents are taking care of them both. After marriage, the girl will go to in-laws house. When the boys get married, the daughter-in-law comes to their home. The daughter-in-law will serve them. The daughter will serve some other family. They might be losing their daughter, but they are getting daughter-in-law. The equation is balanced. So in that way, the system takes care of the mutual dependence or mutual cooperation. It is not like me and mine, they should be always with me. It is not like that. There is a mutual exchange. So they exchange their daughter with somebody else's family. Somebody else will exchange their daughter with their family. So in that way.
Only one son. One daughter, how can I take it?
In the Vedic culture, they are supposed to have as many children as they can. I mean, nowadays, these all against Vedic policies. Things are happening like that. So, sometimes the Vedic culture does not fit into our modern understanding. Nowadays, things have become so difficult. Even taking care of one child is very not painful, challenging in one sense. Taking care of their requirements of school fees, taking them to school, all these things so difficult, so much headache.
They want to run away from the situation.
Who?
Today, daughter-in-law, they want to run away from the situation. They don't want to accept it.
Okay, we are going out detour. It's not about they are running away. The facilities like that. Everyone want to stay in Mumbai. In Mumbai, taking care of multiple children is difficult. You stay in village, you can take care of multiple children. But if you stay in Mumbai, you can't. So you have to take a decision. Want to stay in Mumbai or stay in village? Village, more children. Okay. City, less children. Then only okay. City, more children. Not at all possible. So one has to take the decision. So Jambhudvipa is like the oral of the entire lotus, like Bhumandala, and we saw that. So in Jambhudvipa there are 9 varshas, 9 mountains. Among the 9, the central varsha is Ilavrta Varsha. In the middle of that, there is Mount Meru, whose height is equal to the width of the Jambhudvipa, which is 1 lakh yojanas. Out of 1 lakh yojanas, 84,000 is above the surface of Jambhudvipa, 60,000 is inside the Jambhudvipa, like the basement, underground this thing. So we have seen these are the 9 mountains and 9 varshas of Jambhudvipa. We have Ilavrta Varsha, Bhadrasva Varsha, Ketumala Varsha, Ramnek Varsha, Hiranya Varsha, Kuru Varsha, Hari Varsha, Kimpursha Varsha, Bharata Varsha, and 9 mountains were Himalaya Mountain, Ketumala, Himakuta, Nishada, Malevan, Gandhamadana, Neela, Shweta, Shungavan. This we saw. So while describing this, Sukadeva Goswami says that Bhadrasva is the east of Mount Meru, Ketumala is the west of the Mount Meru, Rameka, Hiranyamaya, Kuru were the north of Mount Meru, Hari Varsha, Kimpursha Varsha, Bharata Varsha were the south of Meru. According to Sukadeva Goswami, these 4 directions are as per the movement of the sun. This north is not true north. This south is not true south. So what does that mean? We saw last week. That is where we stopped. For our entire universe, the true north is toward the top of the lotus. The true south is toward the bottom of the lotus. But what we are discussing about Jambhudvipa is on the surface of the lotus, which is perpendicular to north and to south. If this is the circular Bhumandala, circular thing, and our true north is this side, our true south is this side, and Bhumandala is supposed to be like this. So on top of the Bhumandala, we have Jambhudvipa here. The sun is revolving upon the Bhumandala like this. That is what we experience every day, day in, day out. So in this Bhumandala, there is Jambhudvipa. So you see here, sun is traveling like this, just above the Bhumandala, day in, day out. That's what we saw from the beginning of the class last week. So the where we see sun rising, that is the east. This is the direction in which we see sun rising, that is the east. And this is the way sun setting, that is west. And the direction in which we see sun during the noon time, that is south, according to Sukadeva Goswami. And where the sun is situated during midnight, that is the north. Sukadeva Goswami, though this direction don't have names, is giving names to that in order to explain the geometry of the Jambhudvipa. Why it is so? That is because the place on which we are living is Earth globe, that is actually spherical. And we in India, we are very close to line of equator. So that's why we see sun is traveling around us, because sun is traveling around the Mount Meru or Earth globe, around on the plane of equator. Since we are very close to that, and we are close to that, this is the Earth globe. South pole is here, North pole here. North pole is toward true north, South pole is toward true south. But we are standing here at the equator like this. But we don't experience standing like this. We experience standing like this. If we are standing like this, sun is traveling around like this. But we experience like this. So we see sun is traveling like this, day in, day out. That's why these directions are mentioned. So this direction is south, south. Noon direction is south. The bottom direction below our feet is north, in order to explain the geometry of the Bhumandala. That's where we stop. Because this is the 3D picture of the entire Jambhudvipa with all different divisions and all. This is Mount Meru. These are all different divisions and different mountains, etc. This is the blue one is the entire saltwater ocean, which is surrounding Jambhudvipa. And this is the second island, Plakshadvipa. Later on, we will discuss about that. Another picture. So we have 9 mountains, including Mount Meru. This is mountain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And within Lord Varsha, there are many other things also. The width of the mountain is 2,000 yojanas, height is 10,000 yojanas. And the width of each and every island is also, not Varsha, is also 9,000. Here to here 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 9,000. It's like that. Height of all these mountains are 10,000 yojanas. Sorry? Yeah, 9th mountain is Meru mountain, whose height is 84,000. Other remaining 8 mountains, their height is 10,000 yojanas. 10,000 yojanas. Srila Vishnu Chakravarti quotes one verse from Vayu Purana in order to describe the appearance of Jambhudvipa. Dhanurvas samsite gneye dve varshe dakshinottare dirghani tatra chatvari chaturasram ilavrutam. 2 varshas in north and south are bow shaped. Dhanurvat. Kuru Varsha and Bharata Varsha are like the bow shaped. Dirghani tatra chatvari. 4 Varshas are long. Hiranmaya, Ramyaka, Hari and Kimpusha, they are long. 1 square. Ilavruta is square. 2 other Varshas, which is the next verse in the Vayu Purana. 2 other Varshas shaped like bows on end and running horizontally enter the sea. Here it is like the bow. Here it is like the bow, but going horizontally. This is the way Jambhudvipa appears to be as per Vayu Purana. That's how the picture of Jambhudvipa is drawn with all the details given in Bhagavatam.
So all these details coincide with Bhagavatam details, right?
All the Puranas have same details. They don't. Other Puranas go into more details. Since Bhagavatam is only has 7 days to Parikshit Maharaj, so it briefly gives the details. It does not get into all details. And there is one, Prabhupada quotes one verse from Siddhanta Shiromani in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 20th chapter, text number 218. In that purport, Prabhupada writes, there are 9 kandas or there are 9 varshas within Jambhudvipa, known as Bharata, Kinnara. Kimpurusha is also called as Kinnara. Hari, Kuru, Hiranmaya. This is Hari Varsha, this is Kuru Varsha, this is Hiranmaya Varsha, and this is Ramyaka Varsha, Ilavruta Varsha, Bhadrashva Varsha, Ketumala Varsha. These are 9 different parts of Jambhudvipa. Varsha means a valley between 2 mountains is called a Kanda or Varsha. This is from Siddhanta Shiromani. Even Siddhanta Shiromani also talks about the same divisions in Jambhudvipa. And in the 10th verse purport, so Prabhupada writes some interesting information. Someone can read loudly, whoever.
There are so many mountains even on this earth. We do not think that the measurements of all of them have actually been calculated. Example, mountains from Mexico to Caracas. We doubt whether their height, length, and breadth have been properly measured. Therefore, as indicated in Srimad Bhagavatam by Sukadeva Goswami, we should not try to comprehend the greater mountainous areas of the universe merely by our calculations. Sukadeva Goswami has already stated that such calculations would be very difficult, even if one had a duration of life like that of Brahma.
Because Bhagavatam always talks about big numbers. 10,000 yojanas, 84,000 yojanas, 9,000 yojanas, 90,000 yojanas in length, the 4 long varshas. 1 yojana is 13 kilometers. The width of the mountain is 2,000 yojanas. That means 26,000 kilometers. Itna bada mountain? Width itself. Then what to speak of height is 10,000 yojanas. That means 130,000 yojanas. 130,000 yojanas, 130,000 kilometers. Can anyone imagine utna height? Somebody will say that what Bhagavatam is all full fairy tales. What are you speaking at last? Somebody might say. Further, Prabhupada says these words. So
which means according to this, even Himalayas is 130,000 kilometers.
Who said?
1,000 feet. Huh?
Sorry?
Kilometers.
The height of the Himalayas, as per our school textbooks, is 8848. Easy to remember the number. 8848 meters, not even kilometers. It is actually 8.8 kilometers, roughly 9 kilometers. That is the height of the Everest, Mount Everest, the tallest mountain. Huh? Not even one yojana. And we are talking about 10,000 yojanas.
It's shrunk.
Huh?
Himalaya is shrunk because
It is there in the.
For that, what happened to it? You have to wait till next Sunday. So next Sunday it will be revealed.
Okay, next time.
What happened to our Himalayas and what happened to this Himalayas? And can you please continue?
We should simply be satisfied with the statements of authorities like Srila Sukadeva Goswami and appreciate how the entire cosmic manifestation has been made possible by Lord's external energy. The measurements given herein, such as 10,000 or 1 lakh yojanas, should be considered correct because they have been given by Sukadeva Goswami. Our experimental knowledge can neither verify nor disprove the statements of Srimad Bhagavatam. We should simply hear these statements from the authorities. If we can appreciate the extensive energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that will benefit us.
Yeah. We may have our own ideal, our own thought process. ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, but with our experimental knowledge can neither verify nor disprove the statements of Vedic literature such as Bhagavatam. So instead of wasting time in experimentation, just accept and go move on. If we can appreciate the extensive energy of Supreme Lord, that will actually benefit us. That will save our time. So why should we accept this? Because Sukadeva Goswami said so. As first statement says, we should simply be satisfied with the statements of authorities like Srila Sukadeva Goswami and appreciate how the Lord's creation has manifested. So just to have a faith on the authority. Some two examples I have shown here. This scene everyone remembers? Yesterday only we had Gita Jayanti on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. That happened before the beginning of the battle. And this happened after the battle. So what happened here is, as Pandavas were taken by Lord Krishna to the presence of Bhishma, all the great sages of the entire universe also assembled there. There Bhishma spoke to Yudhishthira Maharaj elaborately on the different topics, more than a month. Some say it is 34 days or something like that. For that many days he was continuously speaking till the time Uttarayana started. So who were all there in that assembly? So someone else can read.
All the sages like Parvata Muni, Narada, Bhauma, Vyas, Brihadashva, Bharadwaj, and Parashuram with his disciples, Vashishta, Indra Pramada, Ita, Grata, Mada, Asita,
Kakshivan, Gautama, Atri, Kaushika, and Sudarshana were present. Many others like Sukadeva Goswami, other purified souls such as Kashyapa and Angirasa, all accompanied by their respective disciples, arrived there. Not only gurus, their disciples also came. All the who is who in the entire universe have been assembled there. And Bhishma spoke to Yudhishthira Maharaj on variety of subject matters. Similarly, there was another great assembly in which also all the great people like that also assembled. Who are they? Atri, Chavana, Sharadvan, Arishtanemi, Bhrugu, Vashishta, Parashara, Vishwamitra, Angira, Parashurama, Uttaya, Indrapramada, Idmavahu, Medatiti, Devala, Arishtasena, Bharadwaja, Gautama, Maitreya, Pippalada, Aura, Kavasa, Kumbayoni, Dvaipayana, and the great personality Narada. There were also many other saintly among the Devatas, that means Devarshis, saintly among the Brahmanas, Brahmarshis, and saintly among the kings, Rajarshis, and special royal orders from different dynasties of sages. Everyone who is who in the entire universe were assembled in the great assembly. If Sukadeva Goswami had said something wrong, somebody would have objected it. Did anybody object it? Then what authority do we have to object it? So like that we can take. So since we are practicing bhakti, we are following Sanatana Dharma, we have faith on that, but outside people, they neither have faith on this nor on that. So they have so many cross-questioning arguments. So in this regard, especially in regards to the authority of Bhagavatam, authority of Sukadeva Goswami, Srila Madhvacharya quotes the following verses from Brahmanda Purana. What does he say? Yata Bhagavate Uktam Bhavanam Kosha Lakshanam Tasya Avirodato Yojyam Anne Grantantare Sitam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the authoritative text which tells us about the cosmography, and information gathered from any other sources should be explained in accordance with Srimad Bhagavatam. Yata Bhagavate Uktam Bhavanam Kosha Lakshanam. Whatever has been stated in the Bhagavatam about Bhavanam Kosha Lakshanam, about the details of the 14 planetary systems. Okay? Chauda Bhuvan bolte hai na? Bhavanam Kosha Lakshanam means Chauda Bhuvan. The details about Chauda Bhuvan should be accepted as the highest authority. If other Puranas talk about this 14 planetary system in a different way, little bit here and there, different details. Tasya, of that, Virodato Yojyam, if other literatures are speaking in a different way, Anne Grantantaristam, Anne Granta talking about them in a different way, but they should be presented as Avirodato Yojyam. They should be explained in accordance with the details mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Though they are apparently seems to be Viroda, but they should be explained as Aviroda. But in spite of that, though Bhagavatam says, though Bhagavatam is the ultimate Purana, highest Pramana, everything should be accurate as it is. Madhvacharya says, in that Bhagavatam also, there are two corrections. Except these two corrections, the rest all should be accepted as it is. What are the two corrections? Except the following two corrections, rest all mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam should be considered as highest authority. One is the interchange of the location of the Milk Ocean and the Card Ocean. According to Bhagavatam, the Milk Ocean is the 5th ocean. The Card Ocean is the 6th ocean. This is the Milk Ocean where Samudra Manthan took place. In last week we saw that 5th ocean is the 5th circle is the Milk Ocean. That is where the churning of the Milk Ocean happened. Samudra Manthan. But according to Madhvacharya, the 5th should be Card Ocean, the 6th should be Milk Ocean. This change should be accepted. And the size of Rahu, Soma and Ravi are twice to the next. Size of Rahu is equal to 2 times Soma, and size of Soma is equal to 2 times Ravi. It should be taken like that. So this is explained in the 24th chapter. One verse explains about this. That time we will discuss what it means. Because in the Bhagavatam, it is used as Dvadasha, Trayodasha. Today is, tomorrow is, Ekadashi means, Dvadashi means, and Bazme Trayodashi comes. Trayodashi means, it's supposed to be Dvadashi, Trayodashi means 12 and 13. But according to the authors, they say that it is actually Dvadashi means Dvidasha. Trayodashi means 3 dasha. It should be taken as 20 and 30. That is a grammatical correction need to be included in the condition. So that is this correction. The size of Soma is twice to the Ravi. That is Dvadashi. That is actually Dvidashi. And size of Rahu is twice to the Soma. It is taken as 3 dashi. Trayodashi means 3 dasha, 30. It's like that. So those were the details in the per parts. So this is our Jambhudvipa surrounded by saltwater ocean. As we come closer, Jambhudvipa with different mountains, etc., etc. As we further come closer, different verses and different mountains. And then, after describing about Jambhudvipa, its a division about in 4-5 verses. From 11 to 29, the 16th chapter talks about Ilavrta Varsha. So Ilavrta Varsha is the central most Varsha, this Varsha. The details of this Ilavrta Varsha are given in more detail. There are 4 mountains on the 4 sides of Meru within Ilavrta Varsha. And their dimensions are, their length is 10,000 yojanas, height is 10,000 yojanas, width is 2,000 yojanas. On top of these 4 mountains, there are 4 trees standing like the flag staffs. Standing like a flag. flag. Just like every university, they have flag on the top. Every political party also has a flag. Red Fort also we have the flag, something like that. The dimensions of the tree are, the width of the tree trunk is 100 yojanas. The height of the tree is 1100 yojanas. From the trunk, the branches go to a distance of 1100 yojanas. Just imagine, the trunk width is 100 yojanas. 100 into 13. How much? 1300 kilometers from Bombay to Vijayawada. The central line, if you travel Bombay, Pune, Solapur, Hyderabad, then eventually we end on the east coast. We have Vijayawada. This is whatever is the width. That is the width of the tree. That is 100 yojanas. The trunk only that much. That height is 10 times much more than that. And the branches go to that distance. That is the size of the trees which are there on top of this mountain. The mountain height is 10,000 yojanas. The tree height is 1,100 yojanas. Total height is 11,100 yojanas. And at the base of these 4 mountains, there are 4 huge lakes surrounded by celestial gardens. There is a lake and also celestial garden. And in addition to these 4 mountains, there are 8 mountains. 2 mountains are located in each direction. East to, west to, north to, south to. Their dimensions are, since 2 mountains are on one side, the length of 2 mountains is 9,000 plus 9,000. The width is 2,000. Height is 2,000. These mountains, their height is 10,000. And these mountains, their height is 2,000 only. And in addition to these mountains, there are 20 Kesharachala mountains all around, whose height is as high as Mount Meru. 3 variety of mountains are there. Let us see. This is Ilavrta Varsha. Within the middle of that Mount Meru is there. Here we have the 8 mountains. Their names are given. Karavira Kailasha, Jatara Devakuta, Makara Trishunga, Pavana Pariyartha. And their dimensions are from here to here 9,000 and here to here 9,000. Here to here 9,000, here to here 9,000. Width is 2,000. Height is also 2,000. Just see. The Mount Meru itself is from here to here 16,000. And these 2 mountains put together 18,000. 9 plus 9, 18,000. That means here there is an empty land of 1,000 yojanas. Here there is an empty land of 1,000 yojanas. 16 plus 2 is 18. It's like that. And then leaving behind some land in between, there are 4 mountains. These mountains length is only 10,000. Length is from here to here 10,000 only. These are 18,000 from here to here. This is 10,000. That's why it's shown like this. But this height is 10,000. Their names are Mandara, Meru Mandara, Suparshva, Kumuda. On top of these 4 mountains, there are 4 trees, gigantic trees. And surrounding this entire area, there are 20 Kesharachala mountain, whose height is as high as Mount Meru. These are 2,000. These are 10,000. These are 84,000. As Mount Meru is 84,000, these are also as high as Mount Meru. And then Bhagavatam says, especially with these mountains and with all the other mountains also, with these 8 mountains, Ashtabir etai parishtuto agnir iva paritas chakasti kanchanagiri. With these 8 mountains, with Mount Meru in the middle, the entire setup looks like a fire sacrifice. So Mount Meru is like the fire. And the 8 mountains here are like the first wall. The next 4 mountains are like the second wall. The next 20 mountains are like the third wall. The entire scene of the Ilavrta Varsha looks like sacrificial altar. Because we have experience of this, we don't have experience of that. That's why the comparison is given. So now, Bhagavatam goes into more details about all these places, different things. The 4 mountains and 4 directions, Mandara, Meru Mandara, Suparshva, Kumuda. On top of them, there are 4 trees. The trees were, this is Devachuta, or mango tree. This is Jambu, or rose apple tree. What we call today is Jamun tree. Jambu became Jamun now. And this is Kadamba. We have Kadamba in our forest. Shatavalsa or banyan tree. We have banyan tree here, this behind this. Here we have Ashwatha tree, Lakshminarayana garden. Banyan tree is outside. At the base of these 4 mountains, there were gardens and also lakes. This lake is filled with milk. This lake is filled with honey. This lake is filled with sugarcane juice. This lake is filled with pure water. And what are the gardens? This is Nandana garden. Chitrarata, Vibrajata, Sarvato Bhadra. Kindly go back. Currently, we are going through Margashirsha month. What was the last month? What was the specialty of the Kartik month? Damodar Lila. What was the final activity done by Damodar? So why were they remained as the trees?
Because of Narada's curse.
Why did Narada curse? Why did Narada curse?
Nandana garden.
That garden is here. They were playing in the Nandana garden. So this Nandana garden is there here also. It is there in Kailash also. Later on we see. Because they were the sons of Nalakuvara. They were Nalakuvara Managuruvara. They are the sons of Kuvera. Kuvera's city is known as Alakapuri. Alakapuri is located next to Kailash. And in Kailash, in between Kailash and Alakapuri, there is Ganga is going. That Ganga is called Alakananda. Ganga or Mandakini Ganga or Alakananda, whatever. Mandakini Ganga we can say. Because after coming into the Jata of Lord Shiva, it reduces its speed. It is going with less speed. That's why it's called Mandakini. So there on the bank of Mandakini Ganga, they have a lot of small reservoirs are there. So they are called Nandana Kanana gardens and other things are there. So here also one more Nandana garden is there. Here also it is there. There also it is there. So just to connect, I'm telling. They were actually playing there. Not here, but this also has the same name. That is in the Himalayas. In the Kailash, they were playing. That is where Narada cursed them to become 2 trees. So in that way. Why 3 trees are fruit bearing and one is not fruit bearing? Banyan tree has also fruits, but they are not so famous. Banyan fruits are not so famous. Birds eat and I mean, they are not considered. The banyan tree is only famous for the second roots and its huge size. It is famous for that, not for the fruits. Mango is famous for the fruits. If the fruits are not there in the mango tree, no one cares for mango tree. And Jamun tree is also famous for the fruits. And Kadamba tree is famous for the flower. This is not fruit actually, this is a flower. So banyan tree is famous for roots. And that will be explained in the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam explains about the roots. That will come. Okay. Little louder, whoever speaks louder, so that others will hear.
The importance of these poetries are more like in this see. They are the first trees created, I think.
Not necessarily. The importance will come now. What is the importance we'll see? So now you see, when this mango fruit, sorry, I'll open, I mean, not open in a sense, I'll just one point. It is there in the notes, but we can't see in the notes here. So this, the size of the mango tree is like the size of a mountain peak. Mountain peak. The mountain is very huge. The mountain peak also very huge. The mango is also that size. See the tree. The trunk itself is from Bombay to Vijayawada. The height is 1,100 yojanas. How much big the fruit must be? And the specialty of the fruit is, it has no seed and it has no skin. Everything is pulp only. When that mango fruit falls from the top of the tree, 1,100 height is the tree height, 10,000 yojanas is the mountain height. When it falls down and hits the mountain, somewhere in between, the mango fruit breaks open and flows like the river. Not one fruit, but like that many fruits, they continuously falling down. They don't have season, one season. They are throughout the year, they are there. The river is constantly flowing throughout the year. And that river is called as Arunoda river. This is not a river of water. This is a river of pure mango juice. It is not even diluted.
You are increasing our excitement.
And more than that, the extra ladies who reside in the Silavrta Varsha and the nearby places, they drink this mango juice. When they drink this mango juice, their body becomes so fragrant that fragrance goes to the distance of 100 yojanas. Can you imagine what is the distance of 100 yojanas? Matlab, if they drink the mango juice in Bombay, in Vijayawada they get the fragrance. Up to the Vijayawada they get the fragrance. That is the specialty of this tree. The perfumes, their bodies perfume the entire atmosphere for, this is 10 yojanas, not 100 yojanas. Even 10 yojanas also not small distance. How much? 130 kilometers. More than Vada. So that distance also they get the smell. So see, specialty of this. This is the specialty of this tree. And more important, more people may be attracted to this. This is jamun tree, the rose apple fruits. Their size is like that of a huge elephant, not Kali Yuga elephants, the previous Yuga elephants. When they fall down, they also flow like a river. And the bank of this river, on both the sides, there is a lot of sand, a lot of dust. When the dust is moistened by the Jambhudvipa river, and eventually that moistened dust dried by the sunlight and wind, the sand transforms into gold. It is called Jambhudvipa gold. And that gold is worn by all the people residing in this area like different ornaments. The gold is available on the bank of the river freely. And if you remove the gold, a new gold is found tomorrow. There is no dearth of the gold. And the people here have ornaments without paying a lot of money. Nowadays, gold is costing a lot of money. For 10 grams, it is 50,000. More costly than anything else. And for them, gold is actually available, just like that. Sand is transformed into gold, day in, day out.
That also superior quality, not the one which ours is like.
You can say 24 karat gold, we can say at least. From our understanding, 24 karat gold. Not allied 23, 22 karat. Somewhat.
Peak of the mountains has a mango river.
Yes, mango tree.
Trees. And then you said not the lake also.
No, the lake is at the base of the mountain.
That is
Milk lake, yes.
But at the base of the mountain.
At the base of the mountain on one side. But there is a river also coming down and flowing through entire area. Mango juice.
And then comes down to milk ocean.
I don't know who is with honey. No,
where is milk ocean?
No.
See, the milk lake is at one place. And this river is going on the other side. Both are there. Mango milkshake. Mango milkshake. No. There is.
She is stuck in mango. She's caught of mango. She's caught of mango milkshake.
There is a mango river separately. There is a milk lake separately. Both are separate. And now third one. Here is a Kadamba tree. It is a huge tree. Kadamba flowers are known for nectar. As a result of that, there are so many honeybees. And there are so many honeycombs on top of the Kadamba tree. The honeycombs are filled with so much honey, the honey is constantly dripping down. Not that somebody has to put smoke and the honeybees are supposed to be shooed away and then they take out, and not like that. There are so many honeycombs, so much honey coming down. It is said that there are 5 honey channels. Each channel is of the width of 40 meters. It is not water, by the way. Pure, unadulterated honey, which has 5 streams. Each stream is of the width of 40 meters. Of course, Bhagavatam gives different things. When you convert it into meters, it becomes around 40 meters. The width of each river is 5 yamas. 5 yamas is equal to 40 meters or something like that. So, in that way. And whoever drinks this, okay, their mouth perfume the land for 100 yojanas. This is 100 yojanas. The previous one is 10 yojanas. Whoever drinks that honey, from their mouth comes the fragrance which goes to the distance of 100 yojanas.
It looks like fairy tale, bro. Generally, we used to see it when we were kids, that fairy tale.
Now, it is a test for your faith on Bhagavatam.
Really?
If Bhagavatam is talking about Krishna, Bhagavatam is talking about Bhakti, the same Bhagavatam talking about all these details. How much faith do you have on Krishna and Bhakti? Same faith you should put on these things. If you don't accept this, you accept that, that means you are not up to the mark.
Probably to have that fairy tale image also, some base has to be there. No? Why we are getting those imaginations? Maybe somewhere that is there in our this thing. We have seen it maybe earlier in our previous. Otherwise, from where that imagination comes? It's fairy tale also. No, Prabhuji now like Parikshit Maharaj is on his way back to whatever, or 7 days into that. Now Sukhdev Goswami is fascinating him with all this. I mean,
Little louder.
no, Sukhdev Goswami is giving all this fascinating story. So what if he gets, attracted to this? Oh, such, because for a person like us who's on this material world, it's all, we cannot even imagine. And now I see something in between only. Instead of going to my destination, I see somewhere in between only at such a nice place. So of course, huge life.
Why would Jiva come to material world? First of all,
Enjoy.
so there should be facility to enjoy. So here is the facility.
No, but it's not, isn't it like Sukhdev Goswami is giving some, that would make somebody stop there itself instead of, going to the destination. I think many must be
See,
also.
those who want to stop, whether Sukadeva Goswami speaks or not, they will stop. Not because Sukadeva Goswami is speaking about all these things, they are stopping. There are many more detailed discussions in the Ramayana, Mahabharata, other Puranas. Here is only giving a brief description. Here is only summary version. Since we are only reading Bhagavatam, we don't know about what all description is there in other places. Other places, there are much more elaborate description. That's why, you remember Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse number 41-42? Yam imam pushpitam vacha pravadanti avipachita vedavada rata partha na anyat astiti vadina. This is pushpita vacha, flowery language, describing all these wonderful facilities in the flowery words of the Vedic literature. People easily becomes attracted to it. But Krishna again says, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nisraigunya Bhavarjuna. These are all subject matter 3 gunas, but you should go beyond 3 gunas. That is for those who want to go back to Godhead. For them, whether so many things are there, they are not, they will say, Kuch ichha nahi. Okay, रहने दो, मैं जा रहा हूँ. For those who want all these things, अब जाओ, मैं बाद में आता हूँ. So it's like that. Those who are getting attracted to all these things, anyway, they have all those desires in their heart. So it is not because of Sukadeva Goswami. Yes, yes, that is there. He takes to all these places. So there is a question, Gajendra story, where it happened. Gandhamadana mountain, Trikuta mountain. So somewhere it happened, but not in Lavatavarasha. Somewhere else it happened. Where exactly, I also don't know. Many devotees ask me this question. Somewhere it happened. Because here is the milk lake.
Agni-dara, he meditates, I think, Gandhamadana. And he very places.
I don't remember. You studied recently 5th canto. I don't know. Maybe some mountain it must have been there.
What about the banks of these 2 rivers?
Sorry?
What about the banks of these 2 rivers?
Which banks?
This milk, mango wala and honey.
Udhar bank jaise rahega. It will not turn into gold. Only here it turns into gold. Here it is as it is. Here only the juice is important. Mango juice is important here. Honey is important. Here also juice is important. Jambu juice is also, jamun fruit juice is also important. But more attractive than juice is gold. Yeah. Now the most important thing. All these things are there. This how frequently you will drink mango juice? How frequently you drink jamun juice? How frequently you drink honey juice? But more than that, what do you need? More regularly? More than what? Another, in addition to water, what else you need? In some liquid substances. What else? Water is there. Milk is there. What else? That is enough?
Food.
Liquid substance. Food also. Dahi, ghee. आप लोग खाना बनाते नहीं क्या? घी के बिना, ऑयल के बिना, शुगर के बिना खाना कैसे बनाते आप? We need all those things. Now, from Shatavalsa tree, it is a banyan tree which has hundreds of roots. Shata means 100. 100 rooted banyan tree. From each and every root, there comes what we need in our daily life. What all we need in our daily life, they all come from these roots. What all they come? Of course, few are mentioned here. From one root comes milk. From one root yogurt. From one root buttermilk. From one root honey. From one root ghee. From one root molasses. From one root food items. From one root clothing, bedding, seeds, and ornaments. All these things are naturally coming in the form of water streams. Whatever one need, everything is coming in the form of water streams. River streams. From different roots. Only few are mentioned in the Bhagavatam. There are 100 roots. 100 such things are coming, whatever you need.
No need to do any work there.
That will be revealed in the 17th chapter. That time we will explain why it is so. For now, let us see what is there.
So honey products from both the year also honey.
Here also honey is there. Here also honey is there. Here also milk is there, and here also milk is there.
Here, banyan tree has more involved. Like it provides with honey.
Yeah, that is better place to settle. Much better.
Okay. Then 8 mountains in the 4 directions, 2 to each. 20 mountains around. Okay. This is Ilavarta Varsha. Everything that is needed for a person to survive prosperously is naturally available in the form of water streams. What else we need more than this? Gold is there, ornaments. Here, the clothing facilities are coming here. The water, food, all the different liquids, molasses. When molasses directly liquid form is there, you don't have to worry about jaggery or sugar. The transformation not required. The liquid only you can add. आपको sugar मिल जाएगा, sweetness मिल जाएगा. So everything, everything is there.
You also said about beddings and clothes.
Bedding and clothing is there.
In what form?
Liquid form. It is coming from the liquid form. You take the liquid, dry it, it becomes clothing. To dry it, foam, it becomes bedding. Soft bedding. Something like that.
But it's all in different locations. Each mountain is so huge. Like maybe for the inhabitants of this one, they may have the capability to move from one mountain to another.
They will have that facility. That will be there. Even here also, we are all living in Mumbai. We get everything from outside from Mumbai only. So in that way. Someone please read the purport.
The miserable condition of this material world can be corrected by a sufficient supply of milk, yogurt, honey, ghee, molasses, food grains, ornaments, bedding, sleeping places, and so on.
Little louder. They should hear.
This is human civilization. Ample food grains can be produced through agriculture enterprises, and profuse supplies of milk, yogurt, and ghee can be arranged through cow protection. Abundant honey can be obtained if the forests are protected.
So Prabhupada is saying that they have all these facilities in Ilavarta Varsha. And we can also have all these things. How? Agriculture means ample food grains. Cow production means profuse supply of milk, yogurt, buttermilk, ghee, butter, etc. Abundant honey means forest, harvesting the forest. Then, what's happening today? Please continue.
Unfortunately, in modern civilization, men are busy killing the cow that are the source of yogurt, milk, and ghee, etc. Cutting down all the trees that supply honey and opening factories to manufacture nuts, bowls, automobiles, and wine instead of engaging in agriculture. How can the people be happy? They must suffer from all the misery of materialism. This is not human civilization. If people actually want happiness in this life and want to prepare for the best in the next life, they must adopt a Vedic civilization where there is full supply of all the necessities mentioned above.
People can live happily and prosperously if we have all these natural resources, which are there in Ilavrta. They are happy and prosperous. Proper draws comparison. This is the picture of the Ilavrta. You see now, here is the mountain, here is the garden, here is the lake, but here is the river. Mango river is flowing all across that entire area of the Ilavrta. So here again, river is there, here garden and lake, garden, lake, here river. So it's it. These are the 20 pencil-like Kesharachala mountains. Though in the previous picture I showed like this, but they're actually pencil type. A small mountain going to the top, like pencil. Here are the pictures you can see. The entire Jambhudvipa with Ilavrta. Here we have small mountains, and these are the pencil type mountains going to the top of the mountain, top of the Meru. Close up. Mountain tree. Two mountains. Their height is 2000, and this height is 10,000. This height is same as this height. And here you have garden. This is a river, garden and lake here. Garden and lake, something like that. Some pictures. Okay.
So where does this rivers end?
No, in that area, this river will provide that particular thing in this area. This is for this area. This is for this area. This is for this area. Within Ilavrta only, because anyway, 4 sides, 4 big mountains are there. They cannot go other side. They cannot cross the mountain and go other side.
Why honey is so much emphasized?
Honey, the cure for all such kind of diseases. Honey keeps our wealth intact. Even all Ayurvedic medicine are administered either through honey or through ghee. They have the snigdhata. If you take medicine with honey or ghee, they will take that medicine all over the body. They can move everywhere. They are given that importance. Honey is also one of the Panchamruta. We use honey for deity worship and all deity. It is that nectar which is available to us. Honey and ghee are the 2 nectar forms given to us. Devatas have nectar, we have honey and ghee. These 2 are like last station. Yeah, that is also, but generally we don't consume so much.
Honey, Bhauma and all, they need this. This is an important ingredient in the medicine.
Primarily ghee. Ghee is our amruta. The next level amruta is honey. The next level could be Gomutra. That's how it is. They have their specific role. Because now we don't have so much honey, so we don't. Otherwise, in the past villages, everyone used to have honey bottle in their home. Just like achar, they used to have honey, they used to have in their homes. Because a lot of trees, a lot of honey used to be there. So there are no trees, they cut up all the trees. Now the entire surface of the earth is like open top. In my childhood also used to be a lot of trees. But now everything is open. You see, everything is clearly visible. No trees on the way. Anyway. A lot of buildings are coming up.
So probably these geographical system there was there earlier, and the Priyavrata actually divided them right accordingly. Made just boundaries. So these things were there, these mountains, all these.
No, these are all there. These are inside. No, Priyavrata made the big oceans around.
And then Agnitra divided into.
No, mountains are naturally available. These are not. Agnitra did not make the mountains. They were already
the boundaries so that.
He just ये mountain के अंदर आप ले लो, ये mountain के इस तरफ आप ले लो, इधर उधर like that. He just divided the property. They were all there before only. These are the 20 Kesharachala mountains which are going in height from the base to the top of the mountain. So like this. So these are the different things of the entire Jambhudvipa. So now let us see how it looked like a cross-sectional view. This is the front view. This is the left-hand side view. If you cut Jambhudvipa in the center here, how does it look like from here? Or if you cut Jambhudvipa here, exactly in the middle, how does it look like from here? It is like this. This is the front view. Here Ketumala Varsha, Bhadrasha Varsha. Here Gandhamadana mountain, Malayavan mountain in the middle, Meru, 16,000 below, 84,000 above. Here these are two mountains are there na, with a height of 2,000 yojanas. All these 8 mountains are made up of silver. This is pure gold. This is pure silver mountains. And these 4 mountains are further gold. And these pencil type mountains, they are diamond mountains. Silver, gold, diamond. These are diamond mountains. That's even though they are small, they are very strong. Still, they are intact. If they are not made of diamond, they will fall apart and break. Since they are made of diamond, no one can break the diamond. So in that way. And the left-hand side view. Silver mountains, gold mountain, diamond mountain, and the remaining 3 varshas. This is the cross-sectional view of the entire Jambhudvipa. And then at the end of the chapter, it says that on top of this Mount Meru, if you go to the top, which is whose width is 2,000 yojanas, there are 9 townships of the 9 important devatas. In the middle, Brahma has his township, and surrounding that, the 8 Lokapalas have 8 townships. In east, Indra has his township known as Amaravati, Agni, Yama, Niriti, Varuna, Vayu, Kuvera, and Shiva. These are not their permanent places. Township means a recreation center like GV. A kind of resorts. Yes. Throughout the week, people work here. Weekend, just they want to recreation. They go to outskirts of the city and spend some time there. These are like that. Whenever Brahma want to conduct a GBC meeting or something like that, universal management meeting, so Brahma will come down here. He will call all the devatas. They all come here. They do some recreation also, and they also do some meetings. Both will happen there.
From the upper planetary systems.
They all come from their respective places to this top of Mount Meru. That is where they do meetings.
Who is Niriti?
Niriti are kind of in charges in the Nairuti direction. They are a category of Ikshas. Some kind of Ikshas who are good Ikshas. They take the responsibility of the Nairuti direction. Since they are coming from the category of Ikshas by nature, they are not very good. Given a chance, they will eat people. In the Nairuti direction of our home, it is said that we need to keep the heavy substances. Especially the main alamara of the family should be kept. It should contain some golden ornaments. The density of gold is more in compared to all other metals. And also the master bedroom should be in the Nairuti direction. And in the master bedroom, the master bed should be heavy. It should be made either heavy wood or heavy metal. That area should be suppressed with heavy objects. Otherwise, they will come out and they will destroy the house of family members, something like that. It is not like that. It is. These 8 are Vastu only, na? Indra in the east and Agni. Agni, we need to keep the kitchen should be in the Agneya. No. Temple should be Ishanya, where Lord Shiva is there. Temple should be always in Ishanya, not in Nairuti. Nairuti is for the master bedroom. Ishanya is for the temple. Agneya is for the kitchen, etc. etc.
North is supposed to be auspicious.
For what?
For anything. If you're keeping a God's altar or anything, north is supposed to be the best direction.
Altar should be in the Ishanya. So as close to as possible, northeast. Northeast.
So this would be affecting us also, no, Babuji, in Bombay.
Huh?
Because none of the houses are as per the Vastu.
Yeah. as much as possible you do. If not 100%, at least do 90%, 80, 60, 70, 70, 60, at least 50. कम से कम 50 तो रखो. 50% वास्ते. हाँ Bruce.
Niruti is in charge of which department?
Nairuti direction.
No, what department? Vayu is of wind.
No, that is one service. This is additional service. Vayu is in charge of Vayu also, the wind. He is also in charge of breathing. He is also in charge of the direction. Oh, direction के लिए Lokapal. Lokapal means they are protective of the direction.
What does Niruti handle?
He simply protect the direction. Gatekeeper. See, we have a temple, 2 entrances, the exit is there, entrance is there. At the entrance, there are 2 securities. At the exit, there are 2 securities. The 2 securities protect that gate. These people protect this gate. That's all. Oh, area ka protection hai. This is additional seva. Sorry. So, I mean, same thing. These are the buildings, something like that. So, it could be somewhat like this. These are like recreation centers. They will be like this. ओके अभी तक डिवोटीज ऑफलाइन बहुत प्रश्न पूछ रहे थे. ऑनलाइन में कोई प्रश्न है क्या? हरे कृष्णा, डिवोटीज ऑनलाइन, एनी क्वेश्चंस टिल नाउ बेस्ड
Prabhuji, these rivers, do they meet ocean?
No, they can't go out of the 4 mountains because they will be inside the 4 mountains, no?
Okay,
so they don't meet the ocean. See, these 4 are bigger mountains. The rivers cannot go beyond these 4 mountains. These rivers are within Ilavata Varsha only. They can't go outside.
Okay. And these filaments, like, are they are also mountains, no?
These are the pencil type mountain. They are called filament type mountains. They are going to the top of the Mount Meru. That's why they are made up of diamond.
Okay. Yes.
Are these mountains floating? Why do they need to float? They are on the surface of the Jambhudvipa only. There is no need to float. In between the mountain, the river is going. So river is like a small stream only, na? Why do the mountains need to float? Not required.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, because I saw the picture, so I thought probably they are floating. That is why I just put up a question.
No. This is, we were seeing that the entire Jambhudvipa was like a lotus leaf. On the surface of Jambhudvipa, Priyavrata created some canals. The canals are filled with water. They became the oceans.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So, and the innermost island is Jambhudvipa. Within Jambhudvipa, we have a lot of mountains, and within Ilavata Varsha, a lot of small rivers are there. They are small rivers.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So, just like in India, we have rivers such as Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, Narmada, Tapati. So, like that. Here they have the rivers of Mango River, Jamun River, Honey River, Milk River, Curd River, Molasses River, like that. All the different rivers are there.
Okay, so Prabhuji, you said that these are like recreation centers of all the devtas.
Yes.
So can one travel from one recreation center to the other?
They can travel. Who are coming there that you see? So Indra means Indra will come along with all his friends and family members will come. Agni will come. Yama will come. All his family members with all the devatas will come. The 3.34 devatas will come. They all will be stationed in some of these places, and they will all assemble in Brahma's assembly for conducting that meeting.
Okay.
Meeting will happen in Brahma's town, Manavati.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
10th canto says that when Mother Earth was overburdened by the Asuric demons, she approached Brahma. She approached Brahma here in Manavati. That time Brahma was conducting a meeting with the Devatas. So everyone was there. So immediately Lord Brahma took everyone and also Mother Cow took Kshetrasagara to petition to Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Okay, Prabhuji.
It is like that.
So
thank you, Prabhuji.
What the dimension of this?
The width of this township is 10,000 by 10,000. Like GV we say 100 acres. So that is the area of this place.
So what is the total dimension of this upper part of Sumer?
32,000. 32,000. We have many people.
32.
Here it is 16, here it is 32. Out of 32, this is 10,000. This is 2.5 thousand. This is 2.5 thousand. Remaining area is all free.
So diagonal it is 32,000.
Diameter 32, anywhere. 32.
Brahma takes the cow along with the other thing.
All the
Not
devatas.
to the Anantadev who is lying below.
No. To the
Beyond
Kshirodaksha
Viraj
Vishnu.
Rivat, which is outside the universe, he takes.
No. He takes them to Kshirodaksha Vishnu.
Yeah. That is, they have to cross the universal.
Who said they have to cross the universe? Where is Kshirodaksha Vishnu staying?
Polestar.
He's staying in Polestar. He's staying in Dhruvaloka. Kshirodaksha Vishnu stays in Dhruvaloka only, within our universe only. He will not take them outside. Everything is happening within the universe only. Whatever we study in our Puranas, Itihasas, everything is happening within the universe. We don't have access to what's happening outside the universe. We don't know what's happening outside.
Because it's different altogether.
Which one?
The other universe would be totally different.
Is Delhi a different town compared to Bombay? It is different town only, but similar. A different universe, but similar facilities will be there. Similar places will be there. In Bombay, we have Grand Road, Chennai Road, this road, that road. In Delhi, they have different towns, different small areas. So in that way.
Sorry, of syllabus question.
Louder so that they will understand that you are asking question.
Okay. No, like I want to support. I mean, after the total annihilation, the jivas enter the Mahavishnu's body. So is there possible that, I mean, is it that the jivas will come back again to the same universe only? Or
If they want to come back here, they will come back here. If they want to go to somewhere else, they will go to somewhere else.
So it's all dependent on the jivas.
It's all dependent on it. For example, the jiva has a desire to see Eiffel Tower and stay next to the Eiffel Tower. Currently, one has taken birth in India. He will end up life here. Next life, he will take birth in Paris. So like that. If he has a special desire to be in the association, in the company of something, wherever that is there, they will take birth there.
So if you desire to see some other universe, so we have to wait till the
Yes. Everything based on desire only. So in that way.
Prabhuji, you said.
Wait, let them ask. Yes, Mataji, continue.
Prabhuji, you said the Kshirodaksha Vishnu is in this universe. That means that is a Vaikunta planet which is in this material world. Because
yes.
I've heard one Vaikunta planet is in the material world also.
Yes,
so that is a Vaikunta planet.
Yes, that is Vaikunta abode within the material world.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
you. Hari Bol Prabhu ji.
Hare Krishna.
ऐसे बोलते हैं ना कि जिधर ये भागवतम सुनाया, that place is also means कभी destroy नहीं होगा. मायापुर भी बोलते हैं कभी destroy नहीं होगा. तो where is that in this?
See, kindly understand. What do you mean by, what is your understanding of destruction?
Means it will, means after destruction also the place will be there only. Like
no. What do you mean by destruction?
Lord Shiva will destroy everything.
I'm not asking how it will happen.
Annihilation.
What do you mean by annihilation?
At the end of Kali Yuga it will happen.
Hare Krishna, you are not getting my question. See, you have a house.
Yes.
If you want to reconstruct a new house, what do you do?
I'll demolish it and then again rebuild.
Demolition. What do you mean by demolition? Break it apart into pieces. After breaking the whole house, where the whole house will go? If the whole house is made up of mud, bricks and all, where they will go?
In means like in earth.
In earth only, there only it will be joined with the surrounding area. That is called destruction. When something is physically destroyed, that is called destruction. When somebody says that Dhruvaloka and Mayapur, Vrindavan are not destroyed, means they don't go through physical destruction. But before the physical destruction happens, they will disappear from the vicinity. They will become unmanifest. So that is also as good as destruction. If some person is there visiting, observing how the demolition is taking place, they will actually see, I have visited my house and again I come back after 1 week. In 1 week, everything is done. There is no house only. There is no stress of the house. Some house was there. And when it disappeared. So in that way.
Okay.
Something happens grossly, That will happen for Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Svargaloka. Other places they disappear simply. So that is also destruction in one sense. Okay, done with your questions. We'll go to the next chapter. There's a lot to discuss. We are nowhere. We'll go a little faster. The descent and the flow of the river Ganga in Jambhudvipa. Since Ganga also passes through different places in Jambhudvipa, that is also discussed here. Lord Vamana's pastime, all of you remember? With 1 feet, Lord Vamana occupied the entire Bhumandala. With the 2nd feet, he occupied the Bhurloka, Svargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. After going through Satyaloka, the Lord is increasing bigger and bigger. His toenail touched the universal shell. There was a crack in the universal shell. The causal ocean, which was outside the universe, in which our universe is floating, entered into our universe. Because of the crack made by the toenail of Lord Vamana or Lord Trivikrama. First it came to Satyaloka. Brahma was doing meditation. Suddenly he realized that something is happening. Some feet came in front of him. He touched the universal shell. It created a huge sound, a big crack, like Narsingadev created a crack, a sound. And then water came down. Then he understood. Lord is performing some wonderful pastime. He collected the water in his Kamandalu. With the same water, he did Abhishek of Lord's lotus feet. Then that water became Charanamrut. Not Ganga. It became Charanamrut. The water came into our universe because of the touch of the lotus feet of the Lord with the universal shell. And Lord Brahma washed or bathed Lord's lotus feet. Now it is Charanamrut. That's where it get the name as Bhagavat Padi. Since it appeared through the intervention of Lord's lotus feet, and it is the Charanamrut of Lord's lotus feet. From Satyaloka onwards, it is called as Bhagavat Padi. It passes through Tapaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, then it comes to Dhruvaloka. Dhruvaloka, before the first time of Dhruva Maharaj, it was the abode of Kshirodakashaya Vishnu. It was known as Vishnu Pada. Because Dhruva Maharaj wanted something superior to that of Brahma, Lord Vishnu gave his own abode to Dhruva. Then it became known as Dhruvaloka. But when Vishnu was there, it was known as Vishnu Pada. This Ganga came down to Dhruvaloka also. And from Dhruvaloka onwards, it became known as Vishnu Padi. Because it is passing through Vishnu Pada. And then it comes down to Saptarushi Mandal. Below Dhruvaloka, we have Saptarushi Mandal. And the Saptarushis are worshipping Ganga. Dhruva Maharaj is also worshipping Ganga. Then passing through all the Svargaloka, Bhurloka, etc., it comes to Chandraloka. Then passing through Chandraloka, it comes to the top of Mount Meru. On top of Mount Meru, we have Brahma's abode in the middle. It touches Brahma's abode. And there, it becomes into 4 streams. One goes into the east. That is known as Sita. Goes into the east, falls down to Jambhudvipa, passes through all the areas in the eastern side, enters into saltwater ocean, Sita. One goes into the west, Chakshu. One goes to the north, Bhadra. One comes to the south, Alakananda. Passing through all the areas in the 4 directions, they are covering the entire Jambhudvipa and eventually entering into saltwater ocean, which is surrounding the entire Jambhudvipa. Let us see now, step by step, what is happening at different places. This is on top of Mount Meru. And from Brahma's abode, it becoming 4, going into 4. In addition to these 4, there are so many other small streams also. Their names are not mentioned, but we can think of. Then what is happening in Jambhudvipa? They are going in all 4 directions, passing through all the different places that are there in Jambhudvipa. How it is happening? Let us see now. Okay. This one falling on the top of Gandamadana mountain and coming down to Bhadrasvarsha goes to saltwater ocean. Falling on the first mountain, jumps to the second mountain, then jumps to third mountain, then pass through Bharatavarsha, enters into Alakananda. from this mountain passing through Kaketumala enters into saltwater ocean. Bhagavatam says only about jumping. Now I'll tell you. When the water is falling from the top, touching the Kesharachala mountains, some water might fall inside the mountain. Some water might fall after the mountain that directly goes to Harivarsha. But we are only interested in that water which falls on the top of the mountain. When something falls down from the so much height, this is 10,000, this is 84,000. 84,000 minus 10,000, how much?
74.
It is falling from the 74,000 yojanas. Then the water generally bounces. So, okay? Because since it is falling from the so much top, it is bounce. Huh?
Definitely. It goes some parts. The flat part doesn't touch. It just bounces one mountain.
See, you are not following. I said some water will fall before the mountain. That goes to the Elavata Varsha. Some water will fall after the mountain. That goes into Harivarsha. But that water which is falling on top of the mountain, when something is falling from the top, it won't fall at one part. It will distribute. I mean, it like extends. So which is falling here, it goes this side. Which is falling here, goes this side. Which is actually falling on top of the mountain. It bounces. So from that bounced water, some water might fall before the mountain. Some water might fall after the mountain. But that water which fell on top of this mountain again bounces. Again falls on this mountain. But after 2-3 bounces, it will die down. It will not continue bouncing like that. Whether it bounces or not bounces, afterwards we are interested in falling down water, which is passing through the Bharata Varsha and then enters into saltwater ocean. There is no Ganga other than Sila. Water is falling off the top. After bouncing, again it will bounce. Small bouncing will be there, like that it goes. I don't know. Somebody sent some WhatsApp. I saved it for my use. Somewhere. Huh? No. It got names now. After when it falls down from the mountain, it got 4 names, which is going in the east: Sita, Chakshu, Bhadra, and Alakananda. In this local area, it is called Sita only. In this local area, it is called Alakananda. In this local area, it is called Chakshu. In this local area, it is called Bhadra. Okay, done. So this is how it is going in 4 directions from the Dhammas township, passing through respective towns. Okay. And different pictures showing all these things. Yeah. So that was the pastime happened long back when Lord Vamana appeared. When did Lord Vamana appear? When did Lord Vamana appear? That is okay, but when? I'm not asking about a person. I'm asking time.
Treta Yuga.
Treta Yuga? Satya Yuga? Krishna. All of you are so pessimistic. Lord Vamana appeared during the 7th Chaturyuga of the 7th Manvantara. Currently we are in the 7th Manvantara, Vaivashvata Manvantara. That Manvantara will last for 71 Chaturyugas, out of which 27 already completed. We are in the 28th Chaturyuga, in which Satya Treta Dwapara completed. We are in Kali Yuga. Of the previous 27 Chaturyugas, Lord Vamana appeared during the 7th Chaturyuga. Long back. Very, very, very long back. About 20 Chaturyugas back, he appeared. One more question. When did Lord Rama appear? Which Chaturyuga Lord Rama appeared? And which Yuga and which Chaturyuga? Devotees online?
Every time, every
Treta Yuga.
Huh?
Satyuga.
Treta Yuga.
Okay. In which Chaturyuga, Treta Yuga?
That I don't know.
Somebody says 25th. Mathura Vaibhav Prabhu. Huh? Lord Rama appeared during the 24th Chaturyuga's Treta Yuga. Not recent Treta Yuga. All the avatars don't appear in every yuga. Lord Narsinga does not appear every Satya Yuga. Lord Rama does not appear every Treta Yuga. Lord Krishna does not appear every Dwapara Yuga. Lord Chaitanya does not appear every Satkali Yuga. They all the avatars appear only once in a day of Brahma.
So who appeared in this Treta Yuga?
Lord Yajna appeared. He is only Guna Avatara. Only Guna Yuga Avatars appears in the respective yugas. Leela Avatars all appear only once in a day of Brahma.
So we generally say Satya Yuga Treta, so we don't.
Lord Narsinga appeared in the 6th Manvantara, not even in the 7th Manvantara. He appeared during the 6th Manvantara period. Lord Matsya, Lord Varaha, Lord Kurma, Lord Narasimha. They all appeared. Even Lord Dhanvantari, they all appeared during the Chakshusha, 6th Manvantara. Long back. We generally say that okay, the Satya Yuga only appeared. Recent Satya Yuga and every Satya Yuga not like that.
No, what I have thought, actually, in every Treta, Lord appears, in every Dwapara, Krishna appears. The original came once in day of Brahma, but then
Only once in a day of Brahma.
Krishna appeared in Dwapara Yuga previously, or
This is Shamsundar.
this is the original one, right? 5,000 years.
There is no original Krishna, duplicate Krishna. There is only one Krishna. There is only one Krishna. That one Krishna only comes once in a day of Brahma.
So if it is once in daytime, then once only has to come.
Once only came.
Dwapara Yuga has happened. So then who is that? Who came then?
That Yuga Avatara will appear. Whoever is the Yuga Avatara for the Dwapara Yuga, that will appear.
Yeah, the
Lord,
expansion of the
Lord Krishna.
Not the original. I mean, how can you? I don't know. That's
Yuga Avatara is Yuga Avatara. Yuga Avatara is Yuga Avatara. And Lila Avatara is Lila Avatara. They are different. They have nothing to do with each other. So whenever it is time for Yuga Avatara, he will come and do the needful and go back. And whenever it is time for the Lila Avatara, he will come and do the needful and go back. So Lord Krishna only appears once in a day of Brahma. That is
7th Manu and 28th
28th Chaturyuga, Dwapara Yuga. That's all.
हरि बोल प्रभु जी।
Yes, Mataji.
प्रभु जी, हर एक ब्रह्मांड में बहुत सारे अवतार होते हैं ना, तो ये specifically these many avatars are only described in Bhagavatam.
Avatarahi asankyeha. Just like there are rivulets in the ocean, just like there are waves in the ocean, that many avatars are there. We cannot count. They keep coming and going as per their time.
Means these avatars are the main avatars like that, or?
Of course, there are unlimited avatars, but we don't have time to read and hear about them. Only 25 avatars are mentioned in the Bhagavatam.
Okay.
In the first canto, 3rd chapter, 2nd canto, 7th chapter, there they mention about the past tense of 25 avatars, and their past tense are elaborated in the later part of the Bhagavatam. Only 25. Because the 25 itself is very big task for us.
Yes.
Bhauma is 7-7.
Of that, only 6 are important.
No, we are talking about Lila Avataras. There are unlimited Lila Avataras, out of which 25 are mentioned. Other Avataras are always there. The Purusha Avataras are always there. Lila Avataras, there are many, out of which 25 we are studying. Only 25 we are studying. If anybody wants to know more details about all these Avataras, the 6 category Avataras, the Purusha Avataras, Guna Avataras, Yuga Avataras, Lila Avataras, Manvantara Avataras, and Shakti Avataras, please refer to Bhagavata Vichar. One chapter is dedicated to explain about all these Avataras. Bhagavata Vichar, we published another book. So that book contains, last time I was telling to you or to others, that Sarga Visarga topics are explained in that book. One chapter is about Sarga Visarga. One chapter is about all the Avataras. Yes. One chapter is about the appearance of Bhagavatam. How Bhagavatam appeared and what are the other different ways it appeared. Then one chapter talks about the different past tense mentioned in the Bhagavatam, which past tense happened when and where. The whole, from the beginning of the Bhagavatam to the end of the Bhagavatam, everything arranged in the chronology, which happened when, where, and what are the sequence of the past times. And one chapter is about the teachings of 12 Mahajanas, like that. So all the details are there. Somebody interested, you can read. It's okay. Read and be happy.
So which means, can we say, Prabhuji, in this 7th Manu, so this is the Vamanadeva is the first incarnation, because in Narsimha everything happened in the 16th.
Previous Manvantara, yes. No, There might have been many other avatars appeared before Vamandev also, but we are studying about Vamandev only. We are not studying about all the avatars.
No, that's the main 20.
But anyway, why I have mentioned that Alakananda appeared because of Vamanadev. That happened in the 7th Chaturyuga of the 7th Manvantara. Okay? But Ganga also has one more name. Rupantarena Vahati. Of course.
Bhagirathi.
Sorry?
Bhagirathi.
No, abhi tak naam mila nahi. So normally Ganga is called Rupantarena Vahati. Sometimes it flows in a visible way, Rupa. Sometimes it flows in an invisible way, Antarena Vahati. Okay? There is another way, another name also, Nimnaga. Ganga's name is also called Nimnaga. Of course, river in general called Nimnaga, which goes toward the Nimna. Nimnaga means that place which is lower side, it goes towards that. That is the meaning of Nimnaga. Ganga is generally called as Nimnaga. Different names are there according to the function. So, Rupantarena Vahati. Sometimes it is visible, sometimes not visible. Like Saraswati is not visible now. It was there, but not visible. So Ganga also time and again becomes invisible. When Sagara Maharaj was ruling over, when he was performing hundreds Ashwamedha sacrifice, Indra stole the horse, kept the horse in the ashram of Lord Kapila. Okay? And 60,000 sons of Sagara Maharaj were searching for the horse. They came down to Kapila Muni's ashram. They thought that Kapila is the thief. They wanted to destroy or kill Lord Kapila. They raised their weapons. Immediately, the fire element from their body increased and burned them alive. These are their ashes. Their skulls and ashes. Everything is here. And searching after them, Sagara Maharaj's grandson. No, Prabhuji. I forgot the name. You people adding so different names, I forgot his name. His Sagara Maharaj's son is Asamanjasa. Asamanjasa's son is
Ayushman.
Sorry?
Ayushman.
Dilip. Amshuman. Amshuman. Thank you for prompting. Amshuman. This is the Amshuman. Followed the path of the 6 sons. He came down to the ashram of Lord Kapila. Then he saw the ashes. He understood what happened. At least he guessed what had happened. Then he prayed to Lord Kapila, begged forgiveness. Then he asked his permission. Can I take the horse? Because my grandfather is waiting to complete the sacrifice. Lord Kapila said, okay, you can take. That is yours. Then he also requested, please forgive the mistake of my grandparent, my uncles, with their uncle. Because Sagara had 2 wives. Through one wife, one son was Asamanjasa. Through other wife, 60,000 sons. Asamanjasa's son is Amshuman. So they are uncles of Amshuman. Chacha. What we call in our local language. Chacha, Babai, whatever. So now he is asking Lord Kapila that please forgive them and deliver them. So remaining like this is not good for them. Please deliver them. Lord Vamana says, if you want them to be delivered, bring Alakananda here. By the touch of Alakananda only, they will be delivered. Amshuman goes back with the horse, deliver the horse to his father, his grandfather. Grandfather completes the sacrifice, makes Amshuman the next king. He goes to the forest to perform Vanaprastha Ashtama austerities and attain perfection, goes back to Godhead. Amshuman ruled for some time, enthroned his son Dilipa. He goes to the forest. Now he specifically performs austerities in order to bring Ganga down. He did not become successful. His son Dilipa had a son known as Bhagiratha. He made Bhagiratha the next king. He goes to the forest as Vanaprastha, performs austerities to bring Ganga down. He could not. And then Bhagirath Maharaj enthrones his son as the next king. He goes to the forest, performs austerities. He becomes successful. He makes Ganga become agreeable to the condition that you please come. And Ganga puts 2 conditions. I will come, but I have 2 conditions. One is, I come with high speed. Where if I fall on Jambhudvipa or these places, I'll put a hole onto Bhumandala. I'll go down. You should do something to reduce my speed. Then Bhagirath Maharaj says, no problem. I'll go and please Lord Shiva. He will reduce your speed. He goes to Kailash, performs austerities, pleases Lord Shiva. I agree. Yeah, request Lord Shiva, please do the needful. Lord Shiva agrees, no problem, I'll do the needful. So he accepts Ganga and his Jata, and that time Ganga is coming with huge force, and Ganga wanted to test Lord Shiva. Let me see how much strength Lord Shiva has. Understanding this intention of Ganga, Lord Shiva opens his Jata. When Ganga comes, he accepts Ganga, he closes his Jata. Ganga is arrested. Then she begs forgiveness. Then he only releases one stream that comes out. Not Ganga. Bhagirath Maharaj is in plea. He wanted Ganga to come down. His forefathers to be delivered. He requests Lord Shiva, please don't do that. Please forgive her, forget everything, and please release. Then he releases only small stream. That is called Mandakini Ganga. Mandakini means slow Ganga. That one followed after Bhagirath Maharaj. Bhagirath Maharaj following so many different places. Eventually was also passing through Mayapur area. That was the place where Janu Muni performed tapasya. That is, the ashram was inundated by Ganga. He became angry. He swallowed Ganga. Again, Bhagirath Maharaj looked behind, no Ganga. He was going on the chariot and Ganga following him. There was no Ganga. He went back to Mayapur again. He requested Janu Muni, please, do the needful, leave. And that Ganga was coming out of his ear. He drank with mouth. It was coming out of the ear. It became known as Janavi. And he took the Ganga all the way up to the place where this entire different thing happened. And by the touch of the water of this Ganga, all these 60,000 sons are delivered. 6,000 forefathers are delivered. No further questions. Where it is, I don't know. Right now, I don't want to tell. It will come later on. But it happened. Since then, even today also, everyone follow the same custom. When somebody leaves the body in their family, they immerse the ashes into the Ganga water. If they cannot go to Ganga, at least they go to the river nearby, because every river is a expansion of Ganga only in one sense. People in Andhra Pradesh, we go to Krishna or Godavari. Here Maharashtra, they might go to Godavari. And the North India, they might go to Ganga, Yamuna and other rivers. So like that, whichever is nearby. Wait, no questions. Wait for a few minutes. Here you see picture. The old Anakananda, which was due to Lord Vamana, and the new Bhagirathi, which was due to Bhagirath Maharaj. Both come together in Devaprayag. And from there on, they will be called as Ganga. Before this point, it is called Bhagirathi, it is called Alakananda. After this, it is still called only Ganga. But Vamana, from Himalayas it is coming. It is there, but it is only small portion. It is not there full. Afterwards, only Bhagirathi goes all the way up to the end. Okay. This is how they are meeting. They both are in different colors. The Bhagirathi is in mud color. Alakananda is in blue color. Somebody had gone to Devaprayag, they can see this. Then Ganga passes through Rishikesh, Haridwar, Prayag, Mahayapur. Not same, both are different. Devaprayag is in the Himalayas. Prayag is here somewhere, Allahabad. Which state? UP only. UP, we have many holy places.
7-8 kilometers from now.
There only. That both are different. Devaprayag is much before Rishikesh. After passing through Devaprayag comes to Rishikesh, then Haridwar, then passing through other places comes to Prayag. In Prayag, it meets with Yamuna. And still it is called Ganga only. So many things are meeting in between, it is still called Ganga only, because Ganga is so big. So all things are simply joining it.
How she got the name Ganga?
This is also no question. The one Ganga which is coming from the top, initially it is called Bhagavatpadi, later on it is called Vishnupadi. From the top of Mount Meru, when it is falling down, that Ganga is called as Akash Ganga. That's where it gets the name Akash. Since it is moving from the Dhruvaloka, passing through Svarga Loka, Borloka, coming to the Mount Meru, that intermediate is called as Akash Ganga. That's where it gets the name Ganga. From there on, it will also get so many other names, but Ganga is the original name.
Just one stream is coming from the Jata of the Lord.
Yes, one stream coming from Jata.
Trapped in Lord's.
It's like a water tank. You fill the water tank, and from the water tank comes through one pipe. The water is coming. It will come. Eventually, it will come. So then, this is about how Ganga is flowing through different places of the entire Jambudvipa. That's why the Jambudvipa, the Ganga description also comes in this place. More details you can refer to 9th canto. 9th canto you have the entire pastime explained. If you want many more details, please read Balakanda of Ramayana. In the Ramayana, the Balakanda talks about the entire story of Ganga. Vishwamitra, when he takes Lord Rama and Lakshman to the forest to kill. No. Mahabharata. Reading by is Mahabharata. In the Ramayana is Maricha, Subahu, and Tataki. Tataka or Tataki, whatever. So there it comes. So at the end of the 19th chapter, in relation to Jambudvipa, something is told. In the opinion of some learned scholars, 8 smaller islands surround Jambudvipa. When the horse is stolen by Indra, Sagara Maharaj tells his 60,000 sons, go and search all over Jambudvipa. They searched all over Jambudvipa. They could not find. Their father told that, dig here and there. It might have kept in the somewhere hidden, underground. So they were digging all over Jambudvipa. While they were digging all over around Jambudvipa, when they dig something, they take out the mud and put somewhere else. That mud formed islands. There were many islands formed. Out of many islands, 8 islands were famous. Jambudvipa Sacha Rajan Upadvipan Ashtav Eka Upadishanti Sagaratma Jair Ashwa Anveshana Imam Mahim Parito Nikanadbir Upalakshitam. When the sons of Sagara Maharaj were searching for the lost horse, they were digging all over Jambudvipa, all around Jambudvipa. As a result of that, so many Upadvipas are formed. Jambudvipa itself is a Dvipa, island. In the surrounding saltwater ocean, there are so many Upadvipas are formed. Among them, 8 are famous. What are the 8? These are the 8. Are some names are familiar? Okay, Ramanaka and Lanka are familiar. Ramanaka comes in the 10th canto. When Kaliya, after punished by Lord Krishna, Kaliya was told by Lord Krishna, go to your home. Don't stay here anymore in Yamuna. And Kaliya says, no. If I go out, Garuda will torture me, trouble me. He said, no, now my footprints are there, Garuda will not trouble you. Then Bhagavatam says that Kaliya went to Ramanaka Island, which is his original home. That Ramanaka Island is one of these 8 islands. Next, Lanka. The whole Ramayana is all about Lanka only. Lanka is the abode of, originally it is abode of Kuvera. It was stolen by Ravana. Then later on it was given to Vibhishan. Currently, Vibhishana is staying in Lanka along with his Rakshasa community. Currently, yes. Vibhishana is one of the 8 Chiranjivas. His lifespan is equal to 1 day of Brahma. Chiranjeevi means those who stay for the entire day of Brahma, whose lifespan is as long as 1 day of Brahma. Bhagavatam is not talking about that. Neither Bhagavatam nor Ramayana talking about Lanka to be Sri Lanka.
So this is not in Bharata.
Wait. Jambudvipa Sacha Rajan Upadvipan. It is a Upadvipa surrounding Jambudvipa. It is not inside Jambudvipa. It is in the surrounding ocean of the Jambudvipa.
So that is okay, no, Prabhuji. It's a Kanyakumari from the lower part.
Okay. You may say that is okay. Now please read this. Please read this. Don't get into. The prime meridian line passes through the abode of the Rakshasas, known as Lanka, and the abode of the Devatas on Sumeru mountain. On top of the Mount Meru also Devatas have abodes. Okay. On which there are cities like Rohitaka, Avanti, and Sannihita Lake. This is entire Jambudvipa. These are the different Dvipas, Super Dvipas found by Sagara Atmajas. This is Lanka. Lanka is supposed to be located exactly in the middle of Mount Meru. Like when you draw a line like this, it should be somewhere here. This is Lanka.
geographically it appears that Sri Lanka is in Lanka.
Where is Sri Lanka here? We don't know where Sri Lanka is right now.
I can see the Bharata Varsha and
What is Bharata Varsha?
Bharat Varsha is entire this one.
the lower part, Bharata Varsha, where we belong to.
Did Bhagavatam tell like that? Did Mahabharata tell like that? Is Ramayana tell like that?
Are we not? I mean, we are not situated there.
Who told you that? I'm asking.
We go to
I'm not saying yes or no, but who told you?
Bharata Varsha is not.
Himalaya, Bharatvarsha.
Yeah, Himalaya.
Is it your assumption or somebody told you?
Assumption.
It is
No one has told me.
Huh?
It is understood that it is Himalaya and Bharat.
Who gave you that authority to say that is understood?
So we wait up to 19th chapter.
You have to wait till 19th chapter next week.
In the center of Jambhudvipa stands the most extraordinary divine golden mountain called Meru. Meru is shaped like an inverted cone, and it is the sporting place for the demigods. Around Meru are many supporting mountains called Kesara. Jambhudvipa is 0.8 million miles in diameter and is surrounded by the saltwater ocean of the same width. On top of Mount Meru is a resort of Brahma called Manavati. The famous celestial river Ganges descends to the center of Manavati and then flows out into 4 directions. Surrounding Manavati in the 8 directions are the resort cities of the chief demigods. One of these cities is Amaravati, the resort of Indra, king of heaven. King Indra lives here in majestic opulence, attended to by musicians, dancers, and reciters. In Bharatvarsha, the famous mountains known as the Himalayas are tall and immovable. Here we find an abode of Lord Shiva, the greatest of the demigods.
That was about whatever we discussed till now. So, Hare Krishna, devotees online, any questions based on what we discussed? I think it was a simple topic only. No, Ganga coming down from the top of the universe and passing through different places of Jambhudvipa. And we added some story about, that is, though that is not in the 5th canto, I just added to give complete details of Ganga.
Sagar Maharaj came that name Sagar, I think. This is what I've heard.
हो सकता है.
Sagar.
Actually, yes, Puj.
Who are the inhabitants of Bhavata Varsha that we now describe?
Now we are describing description of the 8 heavenly Varshas. Who are the inhabitants of this? All these 9 Varshas. That's the topic now being discussed. This is from 11 to 15 verses. Till now we discussed 1 to 10. Now 11 to 15 of the 17th chapter. So we'll discuss this one topic and then we'll close for today. So we'll continue.
Prabhuji, heavenly Varshas means what? Heavenly planets? What is it exactly? Heavenly Varshas.
You need to wait for 5 minutes.
Achha. Okay.
No problem. So out of the 9 Varshas, 1 Varsha is called Bharata Varsha. That anyone, all of us remember. 1 more Varsha is called as Ilavrita Varsha. We discussed about elaborately. Like that, there are 7 more Varshas. Out of the 9 Varshas of Jambhudvipa, Bharata Varsha is called as Karma Bhumi or Karma Kshetram, field of Karma. Remaining 8 Varshas are called as heavenly places on earth. So Bhagavatam says that in our universe, there are 3 heavenly abodes. There are 3 places, 3 heavenly abodes are there. One is called Divya Svarga. Second one is called Bhauma Svarga. Third one is called Bila Svarga. Bhuvarloka and Svargaloka put together, they are called as Divya Svarga. Divya Svarga is the abode of the Devatas, such as 12 Adityas, 8 Vasus, 11 Rudras, not 11 plus, 8 Vasus, and the other Devatas, Agni and Varuna, all these Devatas are there in the Divya Svarga. Bhauma Svarga is the abode of, Bhurloka. Bhurloka is the abode of the lesser Devatas, like Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Kimpurshas, Yaksharaksasas, all these lesser Devatas are there. Entire Bhumandala, except Bharatavarsha, is called as Bhauma Svarga. Except Bharatavarsha, the remaining 8 Varshas of Jambhudvipa and also the remaining 6 islands, it is all called as Bhauma Svarga. And then the 7 lower planetary systems, Atala, Vitala, Sutala and all, they are called Bila Svargas. These 3 are 3 categories of Svargas. Why 3 categories? This is Svargaloka predominantly by mode of goodness. Svargaloka predominantly by mode of passion. Svargaloka predominantly by mode of ignorance. So what do you mean by goodness, passion, ignorance? Goodness means here the people who are living in the midst of heavenly opulences, but they know all this is meant for Lord service. After offering to the Lord, we will honor. Proper honoring prasad. And here Bhauma Svarga, they think that all these opulences are meant for Lord's enjoyment as well as for our enjoyment. 50-50. Bhagavan bhi enjoy karenge, hum bhi enjoy karenge saath saath.
Entire leaf.
Entire leaf. And Bila Svarga. Sorry?
हरि बोल.
Hare Krishna.
हाँ प्रभु जी, आपने बोला अभी दिव्य स्वर्ग में यक्षास भी आते हैं, तो अभी वो वास्तुशास्त्र का बोला था, तो वो नैऋत्य दिशा में यक्षास का वास रहता है, तो दे मींस ईट.
No. In the Nairiti direction, they only one category of yakshas are there. Not all the yakshas are not there. Okay. One good family of yakshas are given the responsibility of taking the responsibility of Nairiti direction. Not all the yakshas.
Okay. So they live in their place is Divya Svarga, right? That they.
Who? Yakshas?
That yaksha you said, right? They live in the Divya Svarga. One type of the yaksha.
So wherever they may be residing, where they will be residing, we'll discuss later on. It will come later in the future chapters. See, kindly focus on this, the distinction. Divya Svarga is the place where the main devatas are residing. That entire place is belongs to the mode of goodness. They use all the facilities to serve the Supreme Lord. Then they honor it. In Bhauma Svarga, they serve the Lord. They also enjoy. In Bila Svarga, no concept of serving the Lord. Only enjoyment. That is the mentality of the people in the mode of ignorance. Opulence is there everywhere. But what motive they are using, that determines the place name. The rest of the Bhumandala, except Bharatavarsha, is called Bhauma Svarga, which is filled with lot of opulences, as we discussed in the Ilavrtavarsha. In Ilavrtavarsha, opulences are so much. You don't have to get up early in the morning and run to local railway station and enter into local train and jam-packed local train and go to office. They don't have to go through all these hardships. Whatever they need, everything is naturally available in the form of streams. No worries. That is the nature of Svarga. Even Vayupurana says that there every tree is Kalpataru. Whatever desire, if something is not available nearby, they can go to a tree and ask, मुझे थोड़ा सा पानी चाहिए. Tree will give the water. Every tree is a Kalpataru, every mountain is a Chintamani, whatever you can say. Filled with Chintamanis. Every mountain and every tree can fulfill whatever they want. That is the nature of this Bhauma Svarga. Everything is naturally available. That's why it is called Bhauma Svarga. In Bharatavarsha, that kind of facility is not there. That's why it is called Karma Bhumi. In Karma Bhumi, we have to work hard. Other places, everything is enjoyed. Why that facility is given? Bhagavatam says, Svargi nam punya shesha ubabhoga sthanani. When a person performs piety, they will be taken to Svarga. They will enjoy in Svarga about 90% of their piety. With the remaining 10% piety, they come down from Svarga, Bhurloka or Sargaloka. They come down to Bhuloka. In the Bhuloka, they take birth in other places. Other 6 islands are one of these 8 Varshas. And there, they will enjoy the remaining piety. 90% they spend there. From the remaining 10%, they spend 9% here in the Bhauma Svarga. With the remaining 1%, they take birth in Bharatavarsha, in one of the aristocratic family. Yes. For details, you can refer to chapter 6, Bhagavad Gita. Lord Arjuna asks, what happens to those yogis who did not perfect? Krishna said they'll go to, no, uske pehle. Punya Krutam. They go to Svarga Loka. They enjoy for a long time. Then they come to Bhauma Svarga. They enjoy there also for a long time. Then they take birth in the family of aristocratic families, either Brahmana families or Vaishya families. In the Brahmana family, they have to get training from childhood. In Vaishya family, there is a lot of wealth. They don't have to work hard. Full time is for spiritual activities. So like that.
They might have some desire was there. That's why they might have not finished their devotional service. They must have not perfected the life. So because of that desire, maybe Lord fulfill that first and then.
Yes.
So 90% Divya Svarga and 9% in Bhauma Svarga, and then
with the remaining 1%, they take birth in Bharata Varsha in aristocratic family. So like that.
I think why this mentions earth?
Earth means Bhumandala.
So this Bhumandala is known as earth now?
In English, there is only one translation. There is no English equivalent translation for Bhumandala, Jambhudvipa, Bharata Varsha and all. They only call it as earth only. Good that you noticed. I'll replace that. Heavenly place and Bhumandala, I'll write that.
That also, below circle 7 lower is supposed to be. No?
7 lower planetary systems.
7 lower. Lower it is.
Oh, sorry. LOEE. Thank you. Some spelling mistake. That slides will not show correction.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, usually these lower planetary systems are called hellish planets, right? Then how are they given Svarga?
They are called Bila Svarga. They are not hellish. Hell is separate. Hell is separate. They are called hellish because predominantly they are in the mode of ignorance. They only have one thing to do: enjoy.
They cannot change the destiny.
But in this, even Patal Loka, everything is included, right? If I remember.
Yes. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. All these 7 are part of the Bila Svargas.
So here, we humans are not taken to be for suffering.
No. Suffering will be given in Narakaloka. Narakaloka is the 8th one. That is below Patala Loka. That is a different place. These 7 places are meant for Asuras. Tanaham Dishata Kruran Sansareshu Naradama Kshipami Ajasram Ashuban Asuriva Eva Yonishu Asurim Yopin Yamapanna Muda Janmani. That kind of people go to this Asura Loka. Those who never want to serve the Lord. Okay, आपको इधर रहने का जरूरत नहीं, आप जाओ असुर लोग जाओ उधर ही जो करना है करो. All the asuras stay in the lower 7 planetary systems. They also have all the heavenly opulences because of their something they have done. They get all the heavenly opulences, but the mentality is only selfish enjoyment, not to serve the Lord. बस जो भी बस उतना ही. It's like that. We will discuss about them more detail in the 24th chapter. But right now, we are comparing which is where. So now, coming to the Bhauma Svarga, the remaining 6 islands and the 8 Varshas of Jambhudvipa. What kind of qualities do they possess? They live like Devatas for 10,000 years. Whoever takes birth in one of these 8 Varshas, their lifespan is 10,000 years fixed. No changes here and there.
So this is years.
Our years only. They have the bodily strength of 10,000 elephants. 10,000 elephants. What do you mean by 10,000 elephants? You read Mahabharata, you'll understand. Bhima, Duryodhana, they also have 10,000 elephant strength.
Not this elephant. No, elephant.
Jo bhi elephant. Elephant is according to their time, that elephant. And they have the wives who conceive children in their last year only. Now, one interesting thing you might have heard sometime before also, I'll tell you. In Svarga Loka, the children are not born like our place. In Svarga Loka, the wife and husband, they stay together happily. Whenever they want to have children, they don't have to go through the difficulties associated with childbirth. As soon as they come together, within a muhurta time, the child is born. They don't have to wait for 9 months. They don't have to go through the 9 months difficulties, the mothers. After the child is born, again there is another struggle, raising the babies. They don't have to go through that. In another 1 muhurta, the child comes to youth. In 1 to 2 muhurtas time, the child is born and he becomes 16-year-old teenage boy. boy or girl, whatever. And they remain youthful for the entire life. They don't have any old age and disease. In that sense.
Old age, just youth.
This remains youthful for 10,000 years. Not 14, for 10,000 years.
So they are youthful.
Yeah.
There is no suffering at all.
It's Svarga.
Svarga. Svarga is meant for enjoyment.
No influence of three modes also.
No, in Bhauma Svarga, they are predominantly in the mode of passion. In the Divya Svarga, there is predominantly the mode of goodness. The mode's effect is there. Compared to they are in a better situated. They are always in useful body. At least no disease, no old age. Other sufferings might be there. The suffering will be there. Once in a while, Asuras will come and fight with Indra. They dethrone Indra. They will enjoy Svarga, and these people will be bereft of any place. They will be wandering in the streets. That suffering is there. But suffering the way we are going through every day, airline fracture, this doctor, that doctor, tooth pain, headache, and this problem, and spectacles, and so many things. These problems will not be there. They remain youthful for the entire lifespan of 10,000 years.
This is Bhauma people, right?
Bhauma Svarga. In Divya Svarga, their lifespan is much more than that, 10,000 years.
What is Murta, Prabhuji? Means first Murta, second Murta, you told that.
Murta.
48
minutes. Murta means 48 minutes of time period.
Okay.
After the mother and father come together, within 48 minutes, the child is born. They don't have to wait for 9 months. And within another Muhurta, 48 minutes, the child becomes 16-year-olds, teenage boy or girl. They don't have to worry about taking care of the small baby, sleepless nights and so many things, diaper change, this change, that change, milk and so many things, school education, all these so many things, so much problems.
These are our 48 minutes.
Yes. Okay. All these things are only there in Bharata Varsha because it is Karma Bhumi.
No, probably 48 minutes, then again it will be calculated according to 10.
According to us, they chhod do abhi. In no time they will become. Muhurta is simple. Bhagavatam mein Muhurta bol raha tha. In no time they become youth. I will give you some examples. Can we take another 5 minutes?
Yes.
So Mahabharat, all of you have some idea? How the 5 Pandavas were born? 5 Pandavas plus Karna. Kunti invoking Devatas. The Devatas were Deva. Kunti is human. When there is a combination of, if Devatas, mother and father both are Devatas, 1 plus 1, 2 Muhurtas, youthful. If one of the two are of different category, Kunti, my human being, and Devata, father was the Devata category, the child is born instantly. It is called Sadhyo Garbha. Kunti Maharani no need to go through 9 months pregnancy period. The child is born in a Muhurta only. She prayed for the Devata, Devata appeared, she blessed, and the child is born in a Muhurta time. But the mother is human. The mother has to take care of the baby growth.
The baby's growth will be normal.
As per the mother. The growth is as per the mother's category. Birth is as per the father's category. Now the opposite example. Bhima married Hidimba. Hidimba is Rakshasa category, Devata category. And they married. They spent time for 1 year. During that, she became pregnant. She went through 9 months pregnancy period. She gave birth to a child. Then, in a Muhurta time, he became powerful, tall, long, huge. Gatochkat. Growth happened in 1 Muhurta only. Because the Devatas don't want to take the pains of taking care of the babies. Since the father is of human category, the growth in the womb, like the human, it happened. But the after birth, baby growth, it happened like the Devatas. And both are human beings. We can see normally what happens. 9 months plus 16 years. It's long efforts. Then finally.
Conceive once in their last year.
So out of 10,000 years, 9,999 years they live, wife and husband only. No worries about the children, all these things. Only in the last year, they can beget children as many as they want. Every day they can beget one child. Because only 2 Muhurtas time they have 1 child. So they beget children in the last year and then they come out of that place. So
how do they die?
They don't die. When their time is over, their lifespan is over, they'll be thrown out of that abode with their grass body, subtle body, everything. When they are fallen down on the pathway, the Borloka, the Bhutaprita Pisheshas are there on the way. They will eat away the grass body. With the subtle body, the Jivas take shelter of the clouds. When the clouds come in the form of rain, they come down to the earth. They enter into the rain. They enter into the seeds or the leaves. When father eats those seeds, or when the male animal eats those seeds, they enter into that body. And they take shelter of the semen. Then they enter into the womb of the mother. Then they the body grows and takes birth. It's like that. That happens in the Bharatavarsha.
But if they happen to be devotees, they take shelter of the Supreme Lord, they will go up higher.
Yeah, devotees already have gone to Supreme Lord. Why would they go to Divya Svarga and Bhauma Svarga? They don't have to go through all these places. After
one who is in the earthly planet, he goes to this Gorloka or this Svarga.
Okay.
And if they continue their devotional service, they'll go higher up. No? They need not come down.
Yeah, that facility is there. That is for minority category people. They can do bhakti there also. From there, they can go back to Godhead. But in generally, people who have desire to enjoy there in the Svargaloka and Borloka and all, they go to Borloka. When their enjoyment is over, they'll come back. Teta Bhukta Svargalokam Vishalam Kshine Punne Martyalokam Vishanti. Martyaloka means Bharatavarsha. Bharatavarsha is actually Martyaloka. Because nowhere else the death, the way we see, does not happen. Other places, they are simply thrown out of the place. They literally fall down from that place. I don't know. Maybe ho sakta hai. Some important personality might be coming down. That is senior students. Ho sakta hai. The final point is they experience the happiness like that of Treta Yuga. Whatever happiness in the Bhauma Svarga, especially in these 8 Varshas, one comparison. Whatever happiness in Bharata Varsha people might have during Treta Yuga, that is the happiness they will have always. Currently, we have Kali Yuga happiness. We know what Kali Yuga happiness, what standard of Kali Yuga happiness is there. But Treta Yuga happiness, what would have been the standard? Like Ramayana, whatever happened to the people in the Ramayana experiencing, that kind of happiness they will be having in Bhauma Svarga. So this is about the categorization, differences of the 8 Varshas versus Bharata Varsha. Out of the 8 Varshas, we have seen the opulences in Ilavrta Varsha. The similar kind of facilities will be there in the remaining 7 Varshas. The same facilities will be there in the remaining 6 Dvipas of the Bhumandala. But in Bharata Varsha, the facilities are different. How it is different, I'll give you one example. In Ilavrta Varsha, we saw that everything they need, everything come in the form of streams. They are called rivers. In Bharata Varsha, we need to, though we have rivers, but we need to depend on rains. Our maintenance is based on rains in Bharata Varsha. The maintenance of all the other places in the entire Bhumandala is based on rivers. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, text number 14. For Bharata Varsha people, we need Anna. We can't sustain water. Though there are so much milk, also we need Anna. Annat Bhavanti Bhutani. How did Anna comes? In next line, how did food come? Parjanya means? In Bharata Varsha, for our food, we need to depend upon rain. In other places, they don't have to worry about rain. Whether rain come, don't come, does not matter. For them, everything they need naturally available. But in Bharata Varsha, we only get what we want, only if there is rain. But the rain will come because of Yajna Bhavanti Parjanya. Yajna is accomplished by? How did Yajna is accomplished? What is the next line of the verse? Bhakti Shastri Vapas Likhna for exam.
Describe duties.
Sanskrit Shloka. Yajna karma samudbhava, not sambhava. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhava. Yajna bhavanti parjanyo yajna karma samudbhava. Yajna is accomplished by executing our varna ashrama duties. That is called karma. That's why our place is called karma kshetra. By executing our varna ashrama duties, we perform yajna. By the performance of yajna, the rains will come. By the coming of the rain, there is food. By food, we can sustain ourselves. We can also sustain devatas by the performance of actual yajna. That's why our place is called karma bhumi.
So that these people also included in that Devata category.
These are also, that's what he said, na? They live like Devatas. Like Devatas, they live for 10,000 years. These people are also called Devatas. They are not human beings.
They are also dependent on our yajna. The yajna that we do.
These people?
Yeah, these people.
No, the main Devatas who are the in charges for maintenance. So here Prabhupada writes about some important qualities of these people quickly when we are getting late. They live in beautifully decorated hermitages, gardens filled with seasonal flowers and trees, flower bearing trees and fruit bearing trees. So much is there. Surrounded by enormous lakes filled with flower bearing trees and chirping or sweet singing birds. Devata leaders, along with their wives, they enjoy in their garden, in these gardens and lakes. In that condition, Prabhupada writes, the heavenly residents enjoy superior happiness, but never forget their positions as eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. But if we get that kind of opulences, we forget that we are the eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. Instead, we say that I am the enjoyer. There is a distinction between us and them. Because they are in the mode of goodness, we are in the mode of passion. So now, a brief summary of all these 8 places Bhagavatam talks about. In these different places, different people are residing. They are worshipping their respect to Ishtadev. They are offering prayers unto the respect to Ishtadev. In Ilavrta Varsha, Lord Shiva is staying with Bhavani and many other Yaksha ladies. Bhagavatam, in this connection, Bhagavatam said that only ladies are staying. If the men comes there, they will become female. And Lord Shiva is worshipping his Lord Sankarshana. Wait. Give me some time. I'll explain that. So, Lord Shiva worships Lord Sankarshana. Like that, in Bhadrashva Varsha, Bhadrashrava, he worships Lord Hayagriva. Bhadrashrava is son of Yamaraj. He worships Lord Hayagriva. In Hari Varsha, currently Prahlad Maharaj is staying there. He will stay there. He will continue to stay there. He and Bali Maharaj both will go back to Godhead together. Currently, Bali Maharaj is staying in Sutraloka. And for the sake of Bali Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj is staying there. And Bali Maharaj will become Indra in the next Manvantara. After that, when he goes to spiritual world, that time Prahlad might go. Or he might stay till the end of day of Brahma in order to make sure that all of us will go back to Godhead. For our sake, he is staying back. And he is staying in Adi Varsha, he is worshipping Lord Narasimha's deity. In Ketumala Varsha, Mother Lakshmi worshipping Lord Pradyumna. In Rammeka Varsha, the current Manu, Vaivashvata Manu, who was King Satyavrata in his previous life. During Chakshusha Manvantara, he was King Satyavrata. He was saved by Lord Matsya and he became a devotee of Lord Matsya. Currently, he is staying in Rammeka Varsha. He will continue to stay till the end of the 7th Manvantara period. Because it is his Manvantara, so he has to stay. So he is worshipping Lord Matsya. In Hiranmaya Varsha, Aryama is one of the 12 Adityas. He is one of the younger brother of Lord Indra. He is staying in Hiranmaya Varsha, worshipping Lord Kurma. In Kuru Varsha, Bhudevi, the deity personified form of the entire Bhumandala. For the entire Bhumandala, the Bhudevi is the deity personified form. She was protected by Lord Varaha 2 times. During Swayambhu Mantra, she fell down to Garbhodaka ocean. During Chaksha Mantra, again she fell down to Garbhodaka ocean. After lifting her 2 times, she married Lord Varaha. She is worshipping her husband Lord Varaha in Kuru Varsha. In Kimpurusha Varsha, Hanumanji, along with Sugriva, and all the other monkeys who assisted Lord Ram during Ramayan pastime, they are all staying there and worshipping Lord Rama's deity. When Lord Rama was going by, that time he asked Hanumanji, my dear Hanumanji, please come along with your associates. Let us go back to spiritual world. Hanumanji said, no, I don't want to come now. Since you have embraced my body, as long as this body will remain alive, I want to stay here and serve your devotees. And then, he said that as long as your glories are sung, I want to stay here with this within this body which is embraced by you. Lord Rama told, my glories will be sung throughout the day of Brahma. Because Lord Rama comes only once in a day. His glories will be sung the entire day. Then Hanuman said, I will stay here till then. That's why Hanumanji is also one of the Chiranjivas. So he is staying there in Kimpurusha Varsha along with Sugriva and all other monkeys who assisted in that pastime. And they are worshipping Lord Ram. In Bharatavarsha, in the Himalayas, Narada Muni worships Lord Narayana Rishi. If you remember 4th canto, 1st chapter, Lord Narayana Rishi appeared to the son children of Murti and Dharma, one of the daughter of Daksha. So since then they are performing austerities there in the greater Himalayas for the welfare of the entire Bharatavarsha, the people of the entire Bharatavarsha. And Narada Muni is their ardent disciple, ardent devotee, and he is worshipping his Lord, teaching the upcoming Manu. The next one is Savarni Manu. He is teaching Savarni Manu about Bhakti and Jnana and Yoga, and is worshipping Lord Narayana Rishi here. That is happening in the Bharatavarsha. So all these people are worshipping the respective deities in all these different places. You see. Here Lord Varaha, Lord Kurma, Lord Masya, Lord Hayagriva, Lord Hrishikesha, Lord Sankarshana, Lord Narasimha, Lord Rama, Narayana Rishis. Now the question. Bhagavatam says that here Lord Shiva is only one male person, all other female. If any male enters unknowingly there, they all become female. That condition does not apply to the entire Ilavata Varsha. That condition only applies to this place, where Kailash mountain, Karavira mountain is there. There are 11 Rudras within our universe. The 11 Rudras stay at 11 different places. One of the 11 Rudras stays here in this Kailash mountain. If unknowingly somebody comes to this place, the male will become female. 9th canto, 1st chapter talks about King Sudyumna came here, became female, Ila. And Buddha married her and they gave birth to Pururava. That story comes in the 9th canto. That is only this area. Remaining all area, both male, female can exist. Another example is, here is the Mandara mountain. It is here the Devatas and Asuras came here to take this mountain to use for churning the milk ocean. So when they could not take, Lord Vishnu came with Garuda and he lifted it and took it all the way there. And this is the place where Kardama Muni brought Devahuti to show all these places. Only here, other males are not allowed. Rest all they can come. This is about Ilavata Varsha. This is about that Mandara mountain which is used for churning. And Lord Shiva worshipping Lord Sankarshana. Here all the monkeys who assisted in that bridge and the war, they are staying in the Kimpurusha Varsha. King Satyavrata, who was saved by Masya. And he is currently Vaivashta Manu, Shraddha Deva is staying there. So that is all about all these different places.
Prabhuji, abhi ye Bharatavarsha mein we say now when the Sankalpa Bharatavarsha, Bharatakande, Vaivasvata Manmantre, but Vaivasvata Manu is in the another Ramanaka Varsha. What is that? That Varsha?
That will be the topic for the next week, where we will discuss about Bharata Varsha. From 19th chapter we discuss. So next Sunday, same time, same place.
Okay.
Quickly, we are already late.
All the incarnations, they appear only in Bharatavarsha.
No, many other incarnations appear at many other places. But Srila Vyasadeva, who is staying in the Himalayas, about which we are talking, he compiled all the scriptures, whatever we studied in the 1st canto Bhagavatam, only for the people of Bharatavarsha. So whatever is written for the people of Bharatavarsha will be taught about all the events that have happened in Bharatavarsha, especially the main event that have happened in the Bharatavarsha, maybe some connected details here and there. So we only study about all the avatars which have appeared in Bharatavarsha only. Avatars might have appeared other places, but what is the need to study about them? It has nothing to do with our place. We need to study our own history, about our own ancestors. Then only we can get inspiration to practice, take up bhakti seriously and go back to Godhead.
So these are actually happened in
Bharatavarsha.
Prabhuji, next Sunday will there be a class? Maharaj's Vyas Puja is also there, no?
Sorry?
Maharaj's Vyas Puja is also there on Gopal's garden, no?
I don't know.
Next Sunday it is there.
I don't know. It may be there for the, it may be for the local devotees who are near that area. They might be celebrating. I don't have any idea. Next Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, we shall have class next Sunday, because the Sunday after that I am not there. I will be in Delhi. We will be have all day, or some other person might be taking class. May not be this topic. Your regular might be there. The Sunday after that also I am not there. I am in Hyderabad, but I will try to have the class online. Next Sunday we shall have. Try to adjust. Maybe a little early or a little late. 3:30 will start. We'll end by 5:30. 5:30, 5:45, something like that.
We people don't
have access to the other places, right? Whereas they can come to us.
Yes, they are superhuman beings. They can come. We don't have. We generally, all of us don't have. Some exception maybe there, 1 or 2 might be having their powers.
So how the Bali Maharaj, he was from the Bharatvarsha. How did he went and fought with those Indras and all that? How did he do?
No, Bali Maharaj is from Asuraloka. The son of Asurasana is from lower planets. Is from Rasatala.
Okay, so it's not.
They are all super power beings.
Here in this Bharatvarsha.
No, it did not happen here. It is from Patala. It went to Svarga.
Bhagirath is from our Bharatvarsha.
Bhagiratha is. Bhagiratha Maharaj is from Bharatvarsha.
You spoke about Vamanji and also about, Ramchandraji was some trait of some.
Vamana is the 7th Chaturyuga of the 7th Chaturyuga. Lord Rama is from 24th Chaturyuga.
How about the Krishna?
Krishna is the 28th Chaturyuga. Krishna recently only. Okay, Hare Krishna, devotees online, thank you very much for joining and thank you very much for staying a little late. So we will continue our class next Sunday, 3:30. We will start early and end early.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.